Hey guys, Joe here. So recently for the past 4 months or so, I've been bringing my Fujifilm, my Ricoh R10, and my phone with me everywhere I go, like hiking, walking, or just everyday out and about. Usually when I take photos with those three cameras, especially the Fujifilm, I don't really edit the photos anymore just because they come out great out of the camera. But sometimes when I do need a little bit of oomph, or as people would say now, cinematic, I do use a program. Now that program is Dehancer. So now I do want to say that the company behind Dehancer have sent me keys to try out the program and make this video for you guys. But they have no control over this video. They have no say in the video, and they don't pay me. Everything in this video is going to be my own opinion. So let me show you guys what I use Dehancer for. All right, so to make this more interesting, I went outside, took some photos. I was going to show you guys how I use Dehancer to edit some photos while I'm on the go on my iPad, but it's a little bit too glary here outside. So let's just go back to the studio and I'll show you guys there. All right. So we're back in my studio. So there's actually two ways to edit on Dehancer. One is straight to the app, or one through Lightroom. Now you do need Dehancer regardless of both, but I'll show you guys the Lightroom way. So let's get to it. So instead of using the photos I took at the park, I will be using photos I took during a hiking trip with my friend. So I'll use this photo as the example because this is more realistic than just taking photos at the park, my opinion. But as you can see, this photo is pretty nice. I took this with my Fujifilm. Don't really have to edit the photo, so I'm not really going to fully edit the photo. I'm just going to do what I usually do. Alright, so since I'm done editing my photo, let's get to Dehancer. Now there's two ways to get to Dehancer, and instead of clicking this right here and then saving it to your device and then having to go all the way here, open up Dehancer, instead of doing that, on Lightroom you can go to share, and as you guys can see, it will open up the different programs that you already have or application. And this is the same thing as it does on the PC version when you right click and open in, just like when you do it to Photoshop. You'll just press Dehancer and it will open it up. And if you're a first time user, Dehancer will open up on the presets tab and it will show up with original, nothing installed. Since I've already used this before, it opens up my last edit style, and you have many different presets that you guys can do, from different Polaroid, Kodaks, you name it, Fujifilm, Index, Konica look, whatever, right? But what we're interested in, or what I usually do, is just go straight to edit. And I'm not gonna give you guys a tour of Dehancer. I'm just gonna show you guys the tools that I use on Dehancer to enhance my photos. In the very bottom, we have different tools here. We have crop, source, films, developer, compression, expand, print, color head, film grain, halation, bloom, vignette, film damage, and overscan. But since I already edited the photo and it's the look that I'm going for, I will just go to halation right away, and as you guys can see, there is a slider and a profile. Now the profile will let you either customize or choose out of all of these, right? and each one is a focal length. Plus, I don't really know what the remjet is, but it's different focal lengths, and each focal length basically makes the relation more prominent and visible. As you guys can see, we're at 35, and that's what we're shooting with. I tried to put it at the focal length that I shot with, and I was shooting around 40 millimeter. If you guys put no remjet, you guys will see that it is very intense. The halation is very intense. I don't want that. I just want a little bit of it, and there you go. Now it's just around him, right? And after that, I will go to bloom, and same thing, try to copy the same focal length I shot with. You don't have to follow that rule, but that's what I do for mine. And bloom, just basically, I will, I'll do 16 millimeter, just so we can get a little bit more bloom to the photo. Now, if I don't go through Lightroom and I just go straight to Dehancer, because let's just say I like the photo straight out of the camera, but I still want to edit a little bit, the tabs that I do use is source, and that's just for exposure. And then I go to color head. But since I'm done here, I will press export and save to my gallery. So you can see it's pretty quick, and it will let you know that you exported. Now, photos aren't the only thing you can do on this. You can also do video. So I have a little, I guess this little clip right here. So you can see you have more little tabs, right? And when you go to source, this is where you can press play. So I can go to halation, add some halation. I think so close to 16. And same thing for the bloom. You can add it there, and then you can export this. You can do full res, which for me was 4K, 1080, 720, and you can go up to 200 megabytes per second. And I'm glad that this has 24 frames per second, right? Up to 29.97, and you can just export. I will not export because it does take a while. It does take a while. So, but yeah, that's my little workflow with Dehancer. Sorry I didn't give you guys a full tutorial on how to use Dehancer, but this was just to show you guys what I use Dehancer for. But anyways, I'm Choa, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.